season number 5, week number 6, IBM versus Workday. Guess what? It's tied 2-2. Workday took the first 2 games. IBM has evened it up with the following 2 games. And this is the ace match.
Yeah, and this is going to be the first ace match for both teams. Both teams have not played an ace match yet all season. And sending to their teams will be, for IBM, VDeezNuts, the Terran player. And for Workday, it's going to be Gelouko, the Protoss player. So we won't have a rematch of any previous games. VDeezNuts has not played today, but Gelouko has. Gelouko losing to myself, ATrain, in game 3. And we're going to have a Protoss versus Terran matchup on Deadwing.
So VDeezNuts is spawning in the lower right-hand corner. Blue Terran.
Yeah, go team! Woo!
Yep, and Gelouko at the top right of the map, the orange Protoss player for Workday. You cannot spawn horizontally in this map, so hopefully both players know that. And a little bit about each player. VDeezNuts currently sporting a 2-2 record in the After Hours Gaming League. Is currently ranked in Diamond and has been ranked as high as Master. And as you can see, playing the ace match, arguably one of IBM's best players. Gelouko is also sporting a 2-2 record and is also in Diamond, formerly Master. So these 2 players should be pretty evenly matched. Looks like VDeezNuts deciding not to wall off against Protoss, and why not? Not a whole lot that Protoss can do in terms of early aggression, so a wall is usually not very necessary when playing against a Protoss player, or Terran.
And VDeez is opting for the 12 barracks and then 12 gas, so he should have the Reaper starting as soon as the barracks is finished, probably for the fast scout.
And looks like he is going to go ahead and scout the north direction with that Reaper. No SVC scout right now, but might not be as necessary against Protoss, because there's not really like a whole lot of cheese that Protoss can pull off against Terran. I would not recommend ATrain's Cannon Rush against a Terran player.
Gelouko is actually scouting around his natural, checking for any proxy barracks.
Yep. There can be a 2 racks proxy. This map wouldn't be too bad to do it, because there would be you could end up putting them in the middle of the map, and then you have 2 locations you know that they're going to spawn at. But this should be pretty standard openers for both players. We do have double gas though for Gelouko.
Yeah, is he doing the 2 in each build?
Yeah, so this is kind of a hard read sometimes for Terran, because it looks like they're going for an early tech like Stargate. But if they're only getting 2 gases on each geyser, then it could just lead into an expand.
Game resumed.
Looks like both players are ready to resume action. And I think at the higher levels, any way you can throw your opponent off in getting them to read your build, you might as well do it.
Yeah, he does just have 2 probes on each geyser, so he's only getting 4 probes instead of 6 for gas.
Cybernex's core is now finished. We're going to be able to queue up a Mothership core and a Stalker. And the Reaper is probably going to be getting there right around the time that Stalker pops out.
Chrono Boost going into Warp Gate.
We have some interesting Chrono selection. There is a command center from VDeezNuts. He sees that Chrono boosted Warp Gate, so he does put down the bunker preemptively just in case. And the Reaper, not going to be able to see much more.
Yeah, he got the 1 probe that was in his base, and so, I mean, I guess he has no way of knowing, but there is no other probe out on the map right now. So if this was destined to be like a good old-fashioned 4-gate or something,
yeah,
he's getting that bunker and he's holding the tower.
Oh, we do have a probe out here. He could build a Nexus. He might get sniped down by the Reaper. Doesn't look like VDeezNuts is going to be able to. And there's going to be expansion, so there won't be any kind of super fast cheese. But it is interesting to note that his work gate's going to be finished very quickly.
Yeah, so DZ didn't get a chance to see that Nexus go down because the Stalker kind of shoot him away, but he probably assumes that it's there.
And it did force VDeezNuts to respawn by making that bunker, but the bunker is a good choice. You can never have enough bunkers because you can only salvage them for later, and why not add extra defense? I think players should use them more often, especially if you really just don't know what's coming up.
So DZ finally drops a scan just to see what's going on here, and he is going to see there's a Forge and a Robo coming down.
I did not see the natural. I think he lost the Reaper.
Yeah, he lost the Reaper in the main, but I think he kind of assumes that the Nexus is there because he saw the Stalker and the Probe down there.
Interestingly enough, we have a Forge from Gelouko very early. I think he's getting a cannon in his mineral lines, very, I guess, preemptively trying to protect himself against Widow Mines. That might end up hurting him a little because DZ's not going for Widow Mines at all. It's going to cut into his minerals a little bit. He's only won one gateway. Actually, this is a sizable force from VDeezNuts. Fortunately, Mothership Core should be able to help out with this.
Yeah, he sees it coming because he had the Stalker waiting at the tower, and he pulled the Stalker back as soon as the army started moving. So yeah, his photon over. Yeah, he's gonna have double photon overcharge, so he should be fine.
Going to force Gelouko to spend a little bit of energy. VDeezNuts not taking any losses there. Did he lose a Marine? I'm not sure.
No.
And now we're transitioning more standard play.
Ooh, Robotics Bay.
Oh, is that fast Colossus, or is that a standard timing? I guess that's
I think if you can afford it, you should get it as soon as you can. This is very interesting because he's only got one gate to deal with this. The Mothership Core is really the only thing that's keeping him alive.
But I mean, he's Protoss, that's all he needs.
But Gelouko will definitely want to start throwing down some gates if VDeezNuts continues to move out with this Marine Marauder aggression. Stim is going to be finished, so this is more of a timing attack. And really only 3 Stalkers in the Sentry. We have a couple more gateways on the way that might complete. But the army side is definitely in favor of VDeezNuts right now.
Yeah, and I mean, force fields aren't going to matter here. I think there's only a single force field. And DZ just rushes in. He's going to snipe that Mothership Core, and he can just run up into the main now with no force
Does run
fields
into the main
available.
ramp. There is nothing to defend this. There's a cannon in the main base. VDeezNuts is probably going to try to take down as much as he can. A lot of these Marines, though, are in the red. There is no medevac support.
Oh, the Stalker's warped in a bad spot. This Colossus is going to pop out right in a bad spot.
Oh, and the Colossus tried to be focus fired down. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to pick it all off.
Yeah.
That's good Colossus. It's all said and done. Didn't do too much economically wise, the damage. It did take out some buildings there and slowed down one Colossus. That's one less Colossus to deal with. And the Mothership Core has been rebuilt, but it does not have enough energy right now.
Yeah, it
This
looks
is
like
looking pretty good for Terran.
Yeah, he's going to push again. He probably knows that there's no photon overcharge this time. And yeah, there can be at most 1 Colossus.
Yeah, Medvic's on the way. No third yet on the way for VDeezNuts, so he's definitely keeping up with the aggression.
And as we can see, there's actually no Colossus at all. Yeah, he's got medevac support this time, so he'll be able to stim a little more freely.
And is this Mothership Core going to have enough energy?
15 seconds till photon overcharge.
Probe
I think he's
being
just
forced
waiting.
off the line.
Yeah, the Protoss is just waiting for that overcharge. 5 seconds.
Oh, so many workers. 7 workers killed already. He might have to medevac boost out his way out of here. Not the best engagement for Protoss. And some damage there done, significant damage. 13 workers killed. You look at the worker count now, 47 to 32 in favor of Terran.
Yeah, that was nice. So that first attack didn't really do a lot of damage, but it set him up nicely for the second attack, which is what did the damage.
And VDeezNuts having the presence of mind to start the command center behind that attack the whole time. It's already halfway done. If he can get this third base up and running, he'll be in great shape economically.
So afterwards, the Protoss player had to stop mining gas from his natural for a second, just because he's solo on probes there, and so that's interrupting his Colossus production. So he's only got one out, and he hasn't been able to start another one. He's getting Blink instead. But oh, here comes DZ again with sizable attack, and he's got 6 medevacs supporting it this time.
Lots of Marauders in this army. They got at least 7. Photon armor charge is probably going to have to be spent. Only a couple sentries. So nice force field there.
That photon overcharge is so strong. So the Protoss is warping Stalkers into the main now. I wonder if he's thinking there's going to be an elevator because there were so many medevacs there, and with the way DZ's moving his army, yep, there's the load up. So there's going to be 3 Stalkers to meet this. He's leading with the empty medevacs though, so that's good.
And this is very annoying to deal with as a Protoss player, trying to be in 2 places at one time. Snipes the robotics facility there, so nice pickup for VDeezNuts. And don't think he's going to be able to get much more. We look at the resources lost here. Protoss has lost so much more, twice as much. So our Terran player, the Team IBM, has played very well so far.
Yeah, very nice. And the Protoss player is actually not rebuilding the Robo. He's instead adding on 3 gates and a Templar Archive. So I don't know if he didn't notice that he lost it, or if he's just going to kind of... He figures he's so far behind, he's going to kind of all in here.
Yep. It would be hard to transition. Transition is probably necessary anyway, especially when Vikings come out. So, but he's not going to have any Templar support for this battle if he chooses to move out with this army. There is no forward pylons yet. And Gelouko having to run away. Might end up losing this one probe too. So there can't be any early aggression. So now he's playing with his back to the wall.
Yeah, he's down 60 supply. The Terran is very firmly on 3 bases, and I think VDeez can basically just parade style rally at this point.
Yeah, VDeezNuts has secured his third. Mostly just getting a lot of gas from that. But
yeah, he set his waypoints to the Terran or to the Protoss natural. So yeah, I think he's looking to end it here. The only thing that's not quite the greatest for I was going to say the Viking count, but then some more just showed up. So he's got 5 of them now, which against 2 Colossus isn't great, but he's got so much other army, it should be fine. No photon overcharge.
Yeah, losing the mothership core there. That's not going to help his cause.
He didn't have enough energy anyway.
Looks like this is probably going to be the final blow. Probes are off the line, being sacrificed.
2 Colossus go down. And
looks like that should be it. So well played by our Terran hero. Played it very standard, very systematically. And that's kind of VDeezNuts' style. He likes to play the macro game. And there's the good game, well played. So Team IBM takes the ace match, goes up 3-2, and will take this entire matchup against Workday.
Go team.
So what's IBM's record now?
Woo! 5-1.
5-1. Cool.
Well, I guess round robin it might be more important for seeding.